There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Texas A&M Aggies, and along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy. I'd say they're doing that. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns. Because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double-team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Here's Reed to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Gonna run it. It's Berry. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the... and he scores! Touchdown, Tiger!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Reed. He'll take the deep shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Under fire. He's got him this time. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing Reed. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Flips it out to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him. Last week, man, he had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The run inside. It's Berry. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Levin. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Owens. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Reed. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Could be an alley. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Run inside. It's Owens. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Three yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Running inside, it's Owens. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morrow. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Finds his tight end. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Here's Reed to throw. Pressure coming. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will...
Runs through, man. He might have space. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He'll set up to throw. Gonna let it fly. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe.
Finding some room. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Reed heaves it on the run, and it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. This time it's complete. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. In Baton Rouge, a huge 3rd down coming up. Now here's Reed, bringing the heat. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just choose up.
Snags it, and he's open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of them, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Lets it fly. Touchdown LSU! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Play fake, Marcel Reed. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
Throwing Reed. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
To the air on first down. Moving out to the right.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeps it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
In the gun, third down, Reed. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Across the 25. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the back. They'll keep it on the ground. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. The run inside. It's Berry. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So
here's a little room there. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Owens.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They're dealing with a second and long. Reed. Oh, they're after him. Right on the money. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Reed. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. For go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Reed to the air again. He wants to go deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tackle.
And it's blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and a lot of offenses, when they get their free safety matched up man-to-man, they're going to take shots because they believe their guy can win. Really nice man-to-man coverage and a nice job making a play on the ball at the end that results in an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They're field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Reed to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll run it again. Maybe some room here. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown Tiger. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Gamecocks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They win their second straight game and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive.
Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Levin. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got him down the field. All kinds of room to the right. 10. He is in. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice.
Makes the grab in their space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Reed. Under fire. Lets it fly. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, the DB never even backpedaled. He never even thought that receiver was running deep, and that's why he was able to put his foot in the ground, and he smothered that curl route, knocking it away.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Hard running there. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Play action with Reed. Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fakes to grab. Oh, he's got some space. Strong, firm tackle.
And that's better protection up front. And when you put your quarterback in that second and real long or second and long known passing situations, it makes it harder to execute. And I like it because he stayed patient, kept it underneath, and now it's third medium. Great job by the quarterback, staying on schedule, staying in rhythm.
From the gun, on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one is perfect. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got room at the 35. Breaks free. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown LSU. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That's 3 touchdowns in this game. He's up to 11 on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Reed. Right down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Reed rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
From the gun on third down, Reed fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Reed to throw. Under fire. And it's a sack. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Reed. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Man, I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Fourth down, Reed. Going deep. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Extending the play. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. No huddle here for the offense.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tigers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Throwing Reed. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The quarterback's mistake. Pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Reed. Looking to take a shot. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he added the extra point. Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Maybe a crease. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of 4th down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and he did it right there.
Got a little space. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. A&M comes back out with another first down.
Ready. White, 29.
Looking for a gap. It's Owens. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Owens. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Joker. Win.
Here's Reed to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They'll start on the ground with Durham. Picks up the 1st down. There's a crease. A 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown.
Number 20, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. This defense happy with how that last play turned out. Find the penalty. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off.